Off forward from East Greenwich, Rhode Island, number 26, junior Haley Mullins. Off forward from Southwick, Massachusetts, number 25, senior Sydney Daniels. Defenseman from Pointe Claire, Quebec, number 24, junior Chelsea Zadie. Defenseman from Arvada, Colorado, number 13, freshman Allie Pepper. In goal today for the Crimson from Middletown, Rhode Island, number 31, freshman Beth Larkham. And the rest of the Crimson of Harvard. The head coach is Kate Stowe. The assistant coaches are Liz Keating and Lee J. Mirasolo. Now, introducing the starters for your RPI Engineers. Off forward from Belleville, Ontario, number 15, senior captain Laura Harwood. Off forward from Buffalo, Minnesota, number 21, senior Katie Rooney. Off forward from Cary, North Carolina, number 26, captain senior Lindsay Hilwa. A defenseman from Anoka, Minnesota, number 20, junior Amanda Kimberly. A defenseman from Minnetonka, Minnesota, number 17, senior Hannah Kahonic. And in goal today for the Engineers from Sollentuna, Sweden, number 35, sophomore Lovisa Solander. And the rest of the RPI Engineers. The head coach of the Engineers in his 14th season is John Burke. The assistant coaches are Christy Cicero and Jake Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for today's ECAC hockey matchup. And a big one it is. It's the Harvard Crimson and the RPI Engineers. Harvard at 4-17-5 overall, but they're 4-11-4 in ECAC hockey play, just a point behind RPI, who's 9-20-2, 6-12-1 on the league schedule, with just 3 games remaining for both of them, including tonight's, or this afternoon's, matchup. And it's the Crimson who win the opening draw. RPI beating Harvard in Cambridge earlier this season, 3-1. Harvard picking up a big win over Union yesterday. Dutch women beating Harvard for the first time in school history earlier this season. But to 2 points here, just the 1 point separates the two clubs. Chelsea's Zadie will shoot it in. Senior day, of course, here for RPI in his final regular season home game. Hannah Bohonic, one of those seniors. Connects through center. Here's Horwood. She'll chip it in. It wraps behind the goal. Zadie had it for a moment. Katie Rooney, senior from Buffalo, Minnesota, battles for it there. Playing in her final home game. Rooney tried to give it across. It's intercepted by Katie C. And shot down the ice. This will be icing on Harvard in its first group. The start of the game, already 47 seconds in. It will have to stay out there. RPI will make a line change. So fresh legs for RPI. Maybe try to jump on the Crimson early. Shot right off the draw from Thomas. Off the base of the net. It'll be cleared out to center ice. All the way down. Flipped up the near boards. That was Hayes on for Tomlinson through center and all the way down. This should be icing on RPI. And we'll get a whistle here on the hybrid call. Face-off coming up in the RPI end. Just a minute 10 in. Here's Megan Hayes, freshman from Hartford, Vermont. Back for Whitney Wren. Tipped on from Tomlinson, trying to carry into the zone. Was poked loose for a moment by Harvard, but now the Engineers take over. Flipped out to center ice by Hughes. And it'll be gathered now by Abby Frazier, senior from Hudson, Quebec, for the Crimson. Up the boards, Lexi Lang. Had it for a moment. Taylor Schwalbe trying to poke it out of there. Engineers are onside as they continue to put pressure on. Natasha Racklin to the near boards, to the point. Shot by Kimberly. Went wide. Raspa duels at the far wall. Turgeon wins that battle. And the puck is deflected into the RPI end. Kimberly, junior from Anoka, Minnesota, works it behind for Christian Owanski, the freshman out of Marquette, Michigan. And RPI gets a change here with the forwards chasing Raspa. Horwood driving behind the goal. Senior out of Belleville, Ontario. Chopped out to center. And the freshman Kendra Ferroli will wrap it right back in. RPI will complete a change. Allie Pepper, freshman from Arvada, Colorado. Arvada, I beg your pardon. Our PA announcer has me saying it incorrectly. I blame Bill. Bohonic. Shut down along the rail by the captain, Brianna Mastel. And that one just squeaks out to center ice. Jamie Grigsby picks it up for RPI. And the sophomore shot ricochets off of Racklin into the corner. 3:10 into the first. No score, RPI and Harvard. That was played with a high stick. And that'll draw a whistle and send things back the other way. No shots so far. It's been a little bit of dump and chase early on. Face-off chip by Wren, and she might have gotten away with one there. She jumped right in. Got a piece of C. Did not allow her to carry on. Sepper, poked to center. Oro's trying to help it on further, but that's bottled up. And now Mastel. High slot, shot goes wide. Rebound, lively hop off the end wall. But the Engineers are able to cover up the play and chip it out to center. Right back in on the dump in. RPI will start from its own end. Here is Sabrina Rapace. And a bit of a scoring spell. Thought she dumped it in, but she didn't. That'll allow Crimson back the other way. Trying to catch RPI in a change, and all 5 RPI skaters get back and cover it up again. Here's Hughes walking in. Wrister blocked by Kimberly. One of the best in the nation at doing that, blocking shots, Amanda Kimberly. Top of the circle, Wrister on goal. Rebound, good. Stick check there. May have denied a goal as Val Turgeon had the puck on her backhand. A diving play by Kimberly to deny her of even a shot. Already some good defense in this game. It won't show up in the score sheet. We're still without much of a shot. There's one on goal. From below the dot from Mastel. Covered up, held onto by Solander. Shots now 2-0 in favor of the visitors from Harvard, who outshot RPI earlier this year in their previous meeting. Shots in that one were 33-26 Harvard, including 14-2 in the third period. Engineers built a 3-0 lead after 2 in that game. Harvard got 1 back in the third, but that was it. Lavisa Solander was stellar. 32 saves on the night for her on that evening. Solander not as sharp yesterday. Of course, it didn't much matter. Engineers weren't able to crack Robin Shimego. Grigsby moves it out to center. Fired up the wall right in front of the Harvard bench, but it's turned back the other way. Sydney Daniels, senior from Southwick, Mass. Moving into the zone. Racklin across D to D, good connection. That's Turgeon. Now a shot comes, fired in the air wide. Might have been a pass, but it was very tough to handle for Lexi Lang. Grigsby back the other way. Wrister was blocked. Heads behind the goal. Engineers shoot it in. Here's Wren. Tomlinson. Engineers still without a shot. 12:50 to go in the first. Some miscommunication. Who wants the puck? It's the junior from Troy, Michigan, Whitney Wren. Converted back to defense. She played some D in youth hockey, but she was recruited as a forward, but was forced into action on the blue line and has stuck there, I believe, since her freshman year, at least the tail end of it. Might have been last year. Anyway, she's been a D ever since. She actually has made a cameo up at forward this year, but it's now a staple on the blue line for RPI. Here's Iwanski. Stolen away at the blue line. Walking in, Mastel, a save, rebound, sitting next to the pad of Solander, and she covers. And Oros got right up in the face of Daniels after the puck was covered. Tensions running high here, as you might expect, as this one will go along, especially if it remains tight. Plenty at stake here. Looking at the final weekend, you have to imagine Harvard has the easier of the two schedules on paper. They host Yale and Brown. RPI travels to Princeton and Quinnipiac. RPI playing two ranked teams. One of the Crimson was upended in the corner. Shot comes in from the point. It's gloved down near the crease. And it'll be played out by Mastel. Gets it back from Frazier. This one fired on goal again, and Solander has to make a save. Crimson getting the better of the chances. 11:39 on the clock, first period. RPI will get a change here. Hayes whacks it out to center, a chance for a 2-on-1. It's Schwalbe with Thomas. Shot coming, just whistles wide along the ice. Maybe was looking far pad, but just missed the net. Goaltender Beth Larkham actually tried to glove the puck, but it missed the cage. Now Thomas, 8 goals and 4 assists on the year, hammers one from the blue line. Blocker stop in the first of the game for Larkham. Engineers shoot it around. Played behind the net, Hughes to the point. Pepper. Circle, Hughes. Lost it for a moment, confused the defense. Still loose in front, and Wren rather, had a crack at it, couldn't clear. Harvard's going to try to get a change going mid-offensive zone possession. Tough to do, and the Engineers will take advantage and move it out to center. Rooney with speed into the zone. Tried to center. Well defended. Going into the net was Rapace. You just couldn't find an edge. And the faceoff will come outside the zone. Really a comical play if you take it on its own. Rapace went sliding on her knees into the goal, and Beth Larkham did the smart move. The freshman from Middletown, Rhode Island, who just stepped out of the way. Larkham stops this one up behind the goal. Larkham is making her eighth start. Making it now all 3 Harvard goalies. This one jumps into the bench. All 3 Harvard goaltenders have played in started at least 8 games. Brenna Lang, senior, 9 starts. And Molly Tissenbaum has made 10 starts for the Crimson, but Larkham gets the start tonight. She 1, 2, and 4 on the year, 4 ties, 285 goals against, 905 save percentage. For Solander, 918 and 2, 270 goals against, and a 916 save percentage. RPI dumping it in as we're over halfway through the first period. Pinching along the wall was Bohonic, lobbed back out to center ice. Carried on further, shot in the glove save. It was Daniels that took the try. Maybe trying to use the defense as a screen, but Solander saw it and gloved it. 7th shot of the game, however, for Harvard. They're out shooting the Engineers 7-1. Faceoffs so far, 6-5 in favor of the Engineers, and they win another one here. Bohonic connects to center for Thomas, lifts it off the wall, race for the puck. Good speed shown by Hayes. Beats out the icing. She's now pinned up against the corner boards. Schwalbe comes to help out. And this one played around Sepper. Now a chance for Harvard. They have numbers, 3-on-2. Centering pass broken up by Wren. Sepper on for Wren as they work it up the wall. And now Wren's going to try and track it down. Three of her teammates, the forwards, change behind her. As Wren, showing off those offensive skills here, tried to play it across for Sepper. It was broken up out to center. Wren. He's played in all 31 games, 2 goals, 4 assists for her. Flips it off the wall and in. Zadie for Harvard. Shoots it far side to the point. Captain Iwanski, she'll wrist it towards goal. Skips wide with Tremblay in front. Acting as a bit of a screen, there wasn't much on it. Oros. She's tied up. Tremblay helps out. Cross-ice feed was a dangerous one, nearly picked off by Rapace. But in the end, it's Oros who dumps it in. Zadie, one of just 4 defensemen dressed for Harvard. And just 9 forwards. They're playing a full pair and grouping down from what you're allotted. 3 lines of forwards, 2 lines of D. But of course, they're dressing 3 goaltenders. Rapace to the point for Kimberly. Wristed towards goal. It was blocked by the skate of Hughes. Turgeon to center. She'll like to just dump it in. 7.5 to go. First period, no score. Rapace threw it behind Rooney. Second effort. Gets it as far as the red line, or the blue line rather, where Racklin will control for Harvard. Senior out of Brookline, Mass. Dumps it in. Puck just sat next to the goal. Whacked to the corner by Kimberly. Horwood trying to dig it out of some skates, but it's played down low. Hallett. Work it back to the point. Wrister wide, blockered away anyway. Now a centering pass comes through. Don't think anyone expected that, including Mastel, who couldn't quite handle that one, had some heat on it. Centering pass broken up on the shot try, and now gathered by Grigsby. Other than Horwood, RPI's top scorers have been silent recently. Thomas, Grigsby, and Rapace, all sophomores and a freshman, but and the Engineers have needed scoring. Haven't quite gotten it from them as of late. It's been Horwood providing that. Now here's a chance for Grigsby. Wristed high in the air. It was deflected high. Now a shot by Ferroli off the base of the net. It hopped in front. And up against the post was Larkham. Yep. Horwood has 17 points, and you have Rapace and Grigsby with 13 apiece. McKenna Thomas, the sophomore, as a shot comes right off the draw, held onto with 12. Shannon Tomlinson also has 12 coming on later in the year. 4 goals and 8 assists for her. Those are the 5 Engineers in double figures. 7-3, the shots Harvard. No score so far. And now Schwalbe gets tossed from the dot. Crimson win it. Zadie behind, helped on further by Pepper, but pinching in is Wren. She's been active in this one. Three run, front run, scores! Whitney Wren from Shayna Tomlinson. And RPI has the 1-0 lead. Harvard now breaking in. Penalty coming up. Score it. And the goal. And the penalty. So just like that, we're tied again. And Rapace is the one going off here.
RPI penalty number 7. Sabrina Rapace, 2 minutes for a body check. Time on the penalty 14 minutes 15.
So now a power play as well for Harvard. Shot goes wide on the one-time try from Pepper. And the puck's back out to center.
The RPI goal, her third goal of the season, scored number 25, Whitney Wren. Assisted by number 14, Shayna Tompkinson. Time of the goal, 13 minutes 54 seconds. RPI goal, her third of the season, scored by number 25, Whitney Wren. Assisted by number 14, Shayna Tompkinson, 13:54. Harvard goal scored by number 23, Val Turgeon. Assisted by number 16, Lexi Lang, and number 19, Kat Hughes. Time of the goal, 14 minutes 15 seconds. Harvard goal scored by number 23, Val Turgeon. Assisted by number 16, Lexi Lang, and number 19, Kat Hughes at 14:15.
.223 to go in the first period. RPI and Harvard tied 1-1. The 2 goals coming just 21 seconds apart. That one skipped in on goal. Pad save made on the try by Zadie. Wren shoots it up the boards. Bracklin wrapped right back in by Horwood. They wave off the icing. 1:45 to go first period. Looked as though we were settled in for a scoreless one, but then an explosion of 2 goals, and as I mentioned, in those 21 seconds. Now Thomason trying to tiptoe her way around Zadie. Just got in the way the best she could. Back comes Turgeon. Stops at the point. Hayes lobs it high in the air behind the goal. Skips right by Hughes, and it'll be picked up by the Engineers. Hayes to center for Tomlinson, who dumps it in. She had an assist on RPI's goal. And this is icing here. Bohonic fanned on the shot from the point, and now a chance to break. Here comes Hughes. Trying to make a move, shot went wide. Kind of put herself, moved towards Ren, kind of helped her out a bit. And she made that, that move to try to maybe get Solander moving the wrong way. Here's a shot coming now, skips wide off of Kimberly, blocks another shot. 30 seconds to go in the period. 1-1. Mullins behind. Fed down the middle and out to center ice. Backing up with it is Racklin for Harvard. She'll cross center and dump it in. Lifted off the wall by Iwanski. And now Raspa. 3 seconds to go in the period. She'll just move it into the corner, and that will do it for period number 1. 1-1 the score. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Shots on goal, period 1 for Harvard, 10 for Rensselaer, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hudson Mohawk Figure Skating Club continues their 67-year-long history at the RPI Houston Fieldhouse in Troy, New York, to provide young skaters with the opportunity to learn and develop skating skills, and now perform at an elite level in the capital region. This year, the Houston Nets synchronized skating teams will skate with precision as they move as one. Please welcome the Houston Nets beginner team coached by Emma Kimmel and our junior team coached by Anna Wushowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Nets.
Ren 3. Ren 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Nets. The beginners team is consisting of Adriana Denio, Alicia Ismaris, Anna Parks, Kendra Fox-Shatter, Mofi Zhu, and Riley Smith. Junior teams comprised of Kate Wu, Brady Hill, Corinne Rosie Boone, Grace Huffman, Jordan Pryor, Lauren Zubek, Maria Puglisi, Prachi Mishra, Prapti Mishra and Yashna Hazija. And they'll be back to entertain us after the second period as well. Nice job, ladies. Thank you. A couple of reminders, folks. Don't forget to visit the official online store for Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Athletics at RPIFanshop.com. Fans Ryan's Wake is proud to support RPI Athletics. Head to downtown Troy and check out their new club kitchen.
We are underway in the second period. Puck comes trickling in on Beth Larkham. She'll cover it up. First period goals, Whitney Wren for RPI, her third of the season. And for Val Turgeon, her fourth. Shot coming in was headed wide from Daniels. Sticked away anyway. By Solander. Fraser dumping in. Good connection from Kimberly to Rapace, and now behind Rooney. This will be icing on the Engineers, despite Rooney's best efforts to try and get in front of Racklin. Face-off coming in the RPI zone. Rooney sprinting ahead. Bohonic. Rapace up the boards. Turned back to center. Turgeon had a crack at it. Now it's Kendra Ferroli, freshman from Irvine, California. Ferroli once more. A little saucer pass back for Bohonic. 5 goals and 4 assists for 9 points for Hannah Bohonic. A chance to speak with her mother between periods. Always nice to senior parents come back for, of course, senior day. It's a big day. Doubles for the Engineers. This is a big game. On top of that, being a way to celebrate the 4 RPI seniors. Shot was blocked on its way through. Bohonic, Horwood, Hilwa, and Rooney. The class of 2017. This one is shot down by Raspa. And they'll wave off the icing. Shots are 10-6 Harvard. shot in, covered by Solander. Looked like she was trying to steer it away on the try from Zadie, but it just sat there. So she changed her mind and covered it up. Face off one cleanly, back to Zadie. Pepper. C. Dumping it in. Turning and slapping one, but is blocked by Grigsby. That was Daniels, one of the co-captains. Fed across. Mullins, shot. Toe save made by Solander. And that one's lobbed out of play. Watch out. Right into the scorer's box. Nobody hit. I don't think they were paying attention. Which is odd for someone in an enclosed glass box watching a hockey game. Shot on goal, and that one is held onto by Solander. Lexi Lang pulling the trigger there. The second period, similar feel to the first. Harvard with more shots, none of them great scoring opportunities, and really didn't feel like we were going to get any goals until Whitney Wren kind of took it upon herself and got a great feed from Shayna Tomlinson from behind the net. Turned it into a goal, but Harvard quickly answered and got a power play opportunity to boot. Val Turgeon scoring. Weren't able to capitalize on the man advantage, and now here's a chance 2-on-1. Shot coming in, a save by Solander. Bit of a change up there from Turgeon. Couldn't tell if she was trying to feed it across to Hughes or take that shot, and it really was neither a hard shot or a pass, and just kind of fluttered in, and Solander gobbled it up. 16:07 to play. In the second, shot blocked. It's loose on the ice. Lobbed ahead by Raspa, turning with it Horwood. Horwood trying to walk her way in front and lost an edge and went down. Raspa goes hard into the wall. Schwalbe was loose between her skates, and now she finds it in the corner. Taylor Schwalbe pinned against the end wall by Pepper. And now the puck's out to center. Poke check away from Hughes, who heads off on a change. Kimberly behind, Iwanski. Stick handling. Off for Raspa. Raspa lobbing in. Glove down neatly by Racklin. On for Colbert, who dumps it in. Indirect for Tomlinson. Picked up her 9th assist on the year. On the Wren goal. There's a handoff for Wren. Carrying in. Wren looking determined here this afternoon. Jumping into the attack. Now she'll take a shot. Skips on through! Goal number 2 for number 25, Whitney Wren. And she's doubled her goal scoring total for the year in a little over 25 minutes here at the Houston Fieldhouse this afternoon. That one found its way through Beth Larkham. 2-1 is the RPI lead. That one skips wide from Racklin. And now RPI has to do what they were not able to do the first time around and not let Harvard score 20 seconds later. Stick handling into the zone was Daniels. Broken up. Here's Raspa. Chipping into the corner. Rapace cycling. Here's Raspa, Jr. out of Downington, Pennsylvania. Played to center, swatted in by Wren, but back comes Harvard. It'll be shot in by C. Up the boards, Raspa clears to center. Right back in it comes. Owanski gonna have to track this one down. Puck on edge. Played behind the goal for Wren. 2 goals in the game for Whitney Wren. Second one has the Engineers in front here in the second period. Now Rooney. She'll move it in. Stick save by Larkham. Rooney the first one to this puck in the corner. Nice move by Tremblay. Still Ali Tremblay. Showing some strength. She takes a shot right on and a save by Larkham. Good puck possession. Strong on the puck was the sophomore. Out of Hayward, Wisconsin. She has a goal on the season. She had one last year. 2 goals in 62 career games here for RPI, but her minutes have gone up as of late.
Assisted by number 14, Shayna Tomlinson, and number 11, Henry Sipper.
There's a shot coming, hammered wide from Grigsby. So Wren scoring, second assist of the day for Tomlinson, and a bit of a big point. Katarina Sepper picks up her first collegiate assist and her first collegiate point on the play. The secondary helper now. Tomlinson takes a shot. Blocker save. Trickling in on goal. We got a penalty coming. As upended, I believe it was Bohanek crashing the goal. And she draws the penalty on Harvard. Paul Masajewski with the call. Interference it is. It'll go on Allie Pepper, so RPI will go on the power play for the first time.
2 minutes for interference. Time of penalty, 7 minutes and 11 seconds.
14% on the year is the RPI man advantage. Tomlinson. Kimmerly firing wide, helped to the corner by Larkham's blocker. Now Wren. Tomlinson. Back to Whitney Wren. Looking for that hat trick. Horwood. Tries to get away from some pressure. Wren walking in. Takes the shot. Save. Rebound put off the crossbar. Rooney. Kimmerly flutters one towards goal. Rebound once. Second try, they score! Shayna Tomlinson. 3-1.
Harvard penalty number 26, Haley Mullins. 2 minutes for embellishment. RPI penalty number 23, Taylor Schwalbe, 2 minutes for holding. Time of both penalties, 8 minutes and 6 seconds. RPI penalty number 23,
Starting out some penalties as it's shot in wide of goal by Iwanski. Also tripped up the stairs. That didn't help things. 3-1 RPI leads. 4-on-4 hockey here. Wren trying to move it in front. Shot and a big time save. What a stop on the left pad by Beth Larkham. Keeping this one a 3-1 game. Shayna Tomlinson scoring on the power play for RPI, and then we had matching penalties after that. Shot was blocked there. Penalty coming up. It's going to be on Harvard. It's going to be a body check. It's going to go on Hughes. It's body checking on 19. That is a power play. So we were playing 4-on-4. But now it'll be 4-on-3 power play for RPI for 30 seconds, and then it'll be the traditional 5-on-4 for the remainder, barring an RPI tally. Bohonic across. Kimberly, a shot. That one skips wide. Played in all the way down the ice. So now 5-on-4 for RPI for a minute 21. As Harvard clears. A goal and 2 assists on the afternoon for Shayna Tomlinson. 2 goals for Whitney Wren. And it's a 3-1 lead for RPI. Engineers 1 for 2 on the power play. Wrap towards the line and out to center. RPI will regather here with 40 seconds to go on the power play. Rapace tips it around the defender. Trying to throw it back to the point, and it missed the mark. All the way down. Stopped by Solander. Nice win today for RPI women's basketball. They defeat William Smith 66-52. Shots are now 14-13 Harvard. RPI has a 3-1 lead. Wren, Rapace, lobbing through center. It skipped right by Zadie. Penalty's over. Engineers officially 1 for 2. I kind of jumped the gun earlier, saying they were 1 for 2. It included the one they were in the process of. Here's Tremblay. Great work back to the point. Here's Kimberly, her wrister. Save made. Rebound loose. It's poked away. Larkham was trying to cover but couldn't quite gather it. Luckily for the Crimson, however, it was flipped to the corner. Daniels will lob in. Wide of Solander. Kimberly. Tremblay. Here's Laura Horwood for RPI. Poked off her stick. Shot right back in by Iwanski. But it hit one of the Crimson right at the line. Now it's fired back in. RPI touches up and goes after it on the forecheck. Zadie. That one deflected right back into the mitt of Larkham. She'll hold on to it there. RPI TV doubleheader today. Later this evening. It will be RPI ACHA hockey as they take on CCSU at 7 o'clock here at the Houston Fieldhouse. 7 minutes to go in the second. RPI leading Harvard 3-1. This was the final score in Cambridge in January. Still a ways to go here. Colbert to the RPI line, but her teammates changing behind her. Grigsby, wristed, right on goal. Larkham has it in the breadbasket. And she'll hold on. Glove down by Sepper. Engineers can't be the next ones to touch it, or it would be a hand pass. No. On comes Daniels. Shot was blocked there by Wren. Whitney Wren doing it on both ends of the ice this afternoon. Centering pass. Thomas breaking his Rooney. Finds her. Skipped off her stick. Zadie. Daniels, one-touch pass. All by herself. Mullins. Shot rippled the side of the net, but it went wide of the goal. Fed through the middle by Schwalbe. She's going to go off on a change here as her pass was off the mark. They wave off the icing as it was shot in by Racklin. Kimmerly on for Hayes. Trying to power it out of the zone. Get some help from Rapace. 2-on-3 into the zone. Rapace's shot goes wide. Pinching in Iwanski. Keeps the play alive in the offensive zone. Racklin for Harvard. Frazier. Here's Rapace. A drive and a shoulder save. Rebound, she scores! Sabrina Rapace with her 8th of the year. And it's 4-1. Good follow-up play. Credit to Wanski for keeping the play alive. Pinned against that wall and just stealing it off the boards. Rapace, no one found her. And she walked right in and ripped a shot. The save was made. The rebound buried for the freshman who's having a great freshman year at both ends of the ice. The center from Toronto, Ontario, and former Toronto junior arrow. Now a puck to center. Tipped on further. Colbert will try and chase it down. To the point. Zadie was blocked. Fed on goal again, trying to steer it out of danger. Now a wraparound try. Puck's behind the goal. Horwood's the first to see it. She'll tap it to the corner. 4-1 RPI.
Fourth RPI goal, her 8th of the season, scored by number 7, Sabrina Rapace, assisted by number 16, Houston Iwanski. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 51 seconds. Fourth RPI goal, her 8th of the season, scored by number 7, Sabrina Rapace, assisted by number 16, Houston Iwanski, at 14:51.
Four to 1 is the RPI lead. Highest scoring output for the Engineers since January 6th, and they beat Brown 4-3. And now a 3-on-1 chance. Oro's in. Never got the shot away. Defended well by Racklin. RPI's highest scoring game this year was 5 goals against RIT on November 25th. Thomas. On for Grigsby. Engineers want more. Grigsby a shot that skims wide. Backhanded back out in front. Just tossed up the middle and Schwalbe picks it off. All RPI right now. 3:15 to go in the second. Handoff for Bohonic. Shot off the base of the net. Tracked down by Thomas. She tries to cycle, gets some help from Schwalbe. Collision in the corner. Puck thrown off the fallen Crimson skater. And now gathered up by Daniels. She'll skate it to center ice. Sydney Daniels on the move at center. Maybe a frustration shot. She just hammered it at Sepper before going off on a change. Thomas trying to dump it in. She's getting hooked. It looked like Lang was trying to take a penalty there, but they wouldn't give it to her. 2:35 left. Back comes Harvard. Shot in, skips wide. That was almost blatant. And I'm actually shocked nothing was called. Now we do have a penalty coming. Who's it on? Well, they're going to get Iwanski for interference here. It may have been in retaliation. I think that's what Iwanski is saying. Sydney Daniels with a hook that was clear as day. But anyway, Harvard goes on its second power play. And maybe an opportunity here for the Crimson. Frazier, slap shot coming, saved by Solander on the stick. Hughes, down low, it skipped right through Lang. It was Lang with the hook, I beg your pardon. I don't want to throw blame around. It was not Daniels, it was Lang. There's a shot blocked by Tomlinson. Lexi Lang, the culprit. Not her fault the ref didn't call it. Here's Tomlinson, lobbing it to center ice. 1:42 to go in the period. Played in deep. Daniels. Mastel. Wrister, pad save by Solander. In the right position there. Don't know if she saw it all the way. Pepper. 44 seconds to go on the Harvard power play. Puck out to center. Hilwa. He's been a fine penalty killer in her career here for RPI. One of the seniors honored after today's game. Playing in her 120th game for the Engineers. 1 minute left, shot comes, rebound off the post. Another try blocked by Bohonic, and it's cleared out, but glove down. What a play by Mastel. I thought the Engineers were gonna have an easy clear. Now a glove save, and Solander holds on. Gets a big time whistle there. 40 seconds to go in the second. 14 seconds left on the Iwanski interference call. Fake a shot. Now here is Mastel. 8 seconds to go in the power play. Horwood taken down. And say it was mutual. Out of the box is Rooney. Or Iwanski, but Rooney steps on. Back to even. I guess the most important thing there for RPI. Harvard 0 for 2 on the power play. 10 seconds to go. Thrown in front. All the way back to the point. Recklin a shot saved by Solander, and she holds on. There are a couple of Crimson in there, including Mullins, who gets in a shoving match with, I believe that's Wren. And they are separated. A double minor for roughing, I believe, is the call on Wren. And then 2 minutes to And 2 minutes to call on. That's interesting. 2 minutes up against Mullins.
Harvard penalty number 26, Haley Mullins. 2 minutes for roughing. RPI penalty number 25, Whitney Wren. 4 minutes for roughing. Time of both penalties, 19 minutes, 56 seconds. Harvard penalty number 26, Haley Mullins. 2 minutes for roughing. RPI penalty number 25, Whitney Wren. 4 minutes for roughing. Time of both penalties, 19:56. Shots on goal, period 2. For Harvard, 10. 2 period total, 20. For Rensselaer, 12. 2 period total, 17.
Underway third period. RPI, or excuse me, Harvard on the power play is Whitney Wren serving a double minor. Second penalty being actually being served by Blake Oros. Shot comes wide. Four to 1 RPI as we start the third period. Engineers clear.
It's open at 4 p.m. The Hill is proud to support RPI Athletics. Let's go Red.
.12:01 to go in the third period. A penalty coming up on Harvard. The Engineers are going their fourth power play. Holding is the call. It's going to go on Sydney Daniels. Shots are 22-21 Harvard, but it's 4-1 RPI. No goals so far here in the third. We had some bizarre penalty happenings. A double minor, you don't see a whole lot of those, especially in women's hockey, but they gave a double minor for roughing to Whitney Wren, and she and Haley Mullins sat in the penalty box for almost 8 minutes of this period on the coincidental call. Now it's going to be Bohonic on the power play shot from the top of the circle, easily seen and held by Beth Larkham. 11:13 on the clock. 3 points on the day for Shayna Tomlinson on a goal and 2 assists. 2 goals for Whitney Wren, doubling her total on the year. Sabrina Rapace also picked up her goal in quite some time, her 8th of the season. RPI on the power play for another minute 9. They are 1 for 3 so far. Grigsby will skate it in. She's upended. Back to the point for Rapace. Over to Wren. Shot deflects over the top. Thomas back for Wren. Back to Thomas. Fake a shot. Throw it across. And that one skipped on Grigsby. It was behind the goal. 40 seconds on the power play. That centering pass broken up. Right back to Grigsby. Schwalbe. One-touch pass from Rapace. Down low. Good gather by Grigsby. Fired across. Schwalbe had a crack at it. Harvard can't clear. Thomas to a knee. Back up. Finds Wren. Rapace. Puck bobbling on her. Gives it across for Wren. Tried to steer it down low. It's intercepted and cleared. And an important clearance there for Kat Hughes. And the Crimson, they're able to change their penalty kill unit. Still, well, just 8 seconds left on it. Halfway through the third period, out of the box is Daniels. Engineers 1 for 4 on the power play. Iwanski with a poke check along the wall on Turgeon. Penalty coming up. They're going to get Iwanski here. It's going to be holding. And Harvard will go on its 4th power play momentarily. Shots are even at 22 apiece. With 9:52 to play in the game. Interference on Iwanski.
RPI penalty number 16, Kirsten Iwanski, 2 minutes for holding. Time 10 minutes, 8 seconds.
And an immediate clear for RPI.
Kirsten Iwanski, 2 minutes for holding at 10:08.
Rapace breaks it up in the neutral zone and just shoots it down. Up the wall, past everybody. Will Daniels win the race? Oh, wow. That one icing, I don't know. Well, Daniels got to the puck first. It was rather clear she had it. But they blow it dead anyway. Face-off coming up at center ice, and it's a legitimate complaint from Katie Stone, the UNH grad and longtime head coach of the Harvard Crimson, saying my player had the puck. She won the race. She was there. And now we get an offside. Minute 21 on the RPI, the Harvard power play. They are 0 for 3 so far today. Kimberly trying to clear it out. Into the slot. Daniels has it poked away, but they keep it in. Fed to the circle. Now a centering pass skips on through. Played behind the net. Daniels drops it off to the wall. Centering pass broken up and cleared out by the Engineers. And they will change 3 of 4 on this penalty kill group. Shot all the way down the ice. This should be icing. No, they wave it off. 8:18 to go in the third. Just 25 seconds on the Harvard power play. And they'll throw it back to the blue line between the two defensemen. And it'll send Frazier back to her own zone. Some pressure from Hayes, shorthanded. Off the wall for Frazier with some speed, but she's quickly bottled up by Hilwa, who just shoots it down. 3 seconds to go in the power play. Now it's over. Now behind the goal, back to the slot. Shot goes way wide from Pepper. Centering pass all the way through. .620 to go in the third period. Mastel to center. Daniels can't gather. Frazier. Just dump it in. This one skips on out to center. Backhanded towards goal, blocked by Bohonic. Tip to the corner, Whitney Wren over there. A little toe drag to get loose, getting the fans fired up. Though the pass is off the mark. Horwood tried to tie up. That one fed all the way through. And she's looking for the season sweep of Harvard. Fans want a call, not going to get it. Last time RPI swept Harvard in a season was 2009-10. And that team advanced all the way to the ECAC hockey semifinals. Well, they lost to Cornell 5-4 in a game. Many around these parts still think the Engineers tied up late. There's a shot in and a Tipped up into the glove of Solander. She holds on. 4:31 left. It'll send some folks down memory lane. RPI down in that one. 5-1 at Cornell. But in the third period, Whitney Naslund scoring. Lauren Gersten on a power play with a little under 5 left, and then an extra attacker goal from Naslund with a minute and a half left. Engineers continued with the extra attacker and looked to have scored the tying goal, maybe with the technology that exists today. It's funny you say that, but in 2009-10, replays, they might have had something, but it much more rudimentary than it is now. Anyway, as a shot goes high from Mastel. RPI trailed 5-1 late in the second at Cornell back in 2010. That was a great season for that RPI team. That wound up 16-15-6 overall. As I mentioned, made it to the league quarterfinals. That was the last time RPI swept Harvard. We have a penalty coming up here on RPI. To the bench goes Larkham for the extra attacker. There's a glove save by Solander, and we get a touch. So with 3:32 left, Harvard's going to go on the power play for the 5th time. And it's going to be Hayes off for tripping. I guess the one thing you could point to in this one, which has been a great game for RPI, the penalties. You don't want to take 5 penalties, as the Engineers have, although Harvard's 0 for 4. Offensive zone face-off win for the Crimson. Gathered and cleared by Horwood. Shots are 24-22. With Harvard with a slight edge there. Pepper across. C, a shot in the glove save by Solander. A big 2 points, however, for RPI here. And now it's tapped out. And here comes Thomas shorthanded. Made a move, but couldn't keep her balance. And then trying to find some scraps. Larkham wasn't having that. A big 2 points. Still work to be done, however, for RPI. As I mentioned, the roads, these two teams must travel next weekend. Harvard home to Yale and Brown. Well, the Engineers have to go to Princeton and Quinnipiac, needing at least a point. Lang behind the goal. Centering pass broken up. And there's a shot and a save by Solander. She's been much sharper today than she was yesterday. The sophomore from Sollentuna, Sweden. And now loose puck at the edge of the crease, and Solander's going to gobble that one up as well. Harvard knocking on the door here. Does it look like Solander might have caught a stick in the mask? No blood, she says. She's fine. And now we get a penalty. Interference off the draw, I believe, is going to negate the final 49 seconds of this Harvard power play. Sydney Daniels off here for interference. Skating 4-on-4 for another 14 seconds. Minute 46 left in the third. 4-1. RPI seemingly has this one in hand. It's poked loose. Horwood had an arm on it. Now Racklin. High off the glass. Settled down by Kimberly. Power play time now for RPI. They are 1 for 4. This will be their 5th try. Short-handed into the zone comes Mullins.
One minute remaining in the third period.
There's a shot on goal from Horwood. Held on to. .56 to go in the third. 35 seconds on the RPI power play. So there is some time between the two. Pepper trying to clear, kept in by Horwood. She'll just fling it into the corner. Lobbed out to center. Here comes Mullins. Winds up for a slap shot, and Solander makes the save. Harvard not even bothering to lift Larkham for an extra attacker here in a 4-1 game. Of course, you're killing a penalty doesn't help matters either. Late in this one is a jam try at the side of the net. Tips all the way out. Here's Horwood trying to make a move on Pepper. Take a stick up high. Mestel all the way down. Race for the puck. This, of course, still on the kill. Well, now it's over. So Dartmouth kills off the abbreviated power play. Engineers 1 for 5 on the man advantage. 8 seconds to go in the game. Engineers are going to take this one. Late shot goes wide. And that'll do it. Engineers needed 2 points today. They got it. A 4-1 win over the Crimson. Final shots 30-25. Harvard. RPI 1 for 5 on the power play. Harvard 0 for 5. A goal and 2 assists for Shayna Tomlinson. 2 goals for Whitney Wren. And 29 saves for Lavisa Solander. RPI senior ceremony coming up. The Engineers win on senior day 4-1, and they keep their playoff hopes alive. They're now 3 points up on the Harvard Crimson with 2 games to play. I'd like to thank you all for watching today's game. Once again, your final score from the Houston Fieldhouse was RPI 4 and Harvard 1. This has been production of RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Attention please, senior parents, if you could please come down to the RPI bench area, please. Senior parents to the RPI bench area. Thank you.
I'm a parent, I'm a senior.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to center ice. Tonight, we would like to take a moment to recognize and celebrate each of our graduating seniors. All four have represented our program in an exemplary manner, achieving success on the ice and in the classroom. Your teammates, coaches, families, and institute want to thank you for your contributions and dedication to our team and the way you have represented RPI women's hockey. You have been true ambassadors of RPI and the women's hockey program. Our first honoree this evening is number 15, Laura Horwood. Laura is a forward from Belleville, Ontario, majoring in biology. Laura has appeared in 115 games and currently has 24 goals and 30 assists for 54 points, and that includes leading in goals scored as a freshman with 6. Throughout Laura's 4 years here at Rensselaer, she has grown to become a leader in the classroom, the weight room, and on the ice, making her way onto the Dean's List. Her work ethic exemplifies what an RPI women's hockey student athlete entails. Joining her this evening is her father, Mark, her mother, Sue, and sister, Allie. Next is number 17, Hannah Mahonic. Hannah is a defenseman from Minnetonka, Minnesota, and is a sustainability studies major. Throughout her 4 years, Hannah has been a steady force on the Rensselaer Blue Line. Playing in 127 games in her career, Hannah has scored 11 goals, added 16 assists for 27 points. She will be attending grad school next year to earn her Master's of Science in Sustainability Management or MBA in Sustainable Business. Joining Hannah on the ice are her mother, Kathleen, her father, Bruce, and her brother, Matt. Our next honoree is number 21, Katie Rooney. Katie is a forward from Buffalo, Minnesota, and majoring in biomedical engineering. ECAC All-Academic Team for 3 straight years. Katie was also ECAC Player of the Month in February 2016, ECAC Hockey Player of the Week, January 26th and 2016, and has played in 121 games, recording 18 goals and 20 assists for 38 points. Her teammates voted her as the most improved player in the 2015-2016 season. Katie has continuously shown that with time, passion, and dedication, she can be successful in the classroom and on the ice. Joining Katie on the ice tonight are her parents, Jim and Amy. Our final honoree is number 26, Lindsay Hilwood. Lindsay is a forward from Carolina. She is a business and management major with a concentration in supply chain management. She is the current president of SAAC, is on the Dean's List, and was named ECAC All-Academic Team for 3 straight years. In 120 games, Lindsay scored 3 times, has 2 assists for 5 points, one of which was the tying goal against Clarkson, where RPI went on to win 2-1. Lindsay has developed into one of the most consistent and reliable players, excelling in all situations on the ice. She brings passion to the rink every day and has become a leader of Rensselaer and has accepted a job working for Standard & Poor's. Joining Lindsay on the ice is her father, John. Ladies and gentlemen, your RPI women's hockey graduating class of 2017. Congratulations, ladies.
done yet? Are they done yet?